Alrighty, what's up, everybody? We are live! We are live! Yes, we are live for video number 3 on your Triple Threat Tuesday. Right here on the Peter Joseph channel, youtube.com/Peter Joseph. Thank you all for watching. My name is Peter Joseph. If you didn't know that by now you do. So, welcome to the channel on this late Tuesday night, and you know what that means. Time for another video. My third one of the night, like I said, right here on the channel. Make sure you like the video and subscribe right now to this channel and all my other channels, my 4 other channels, which are down there inside my pants, otherwise known as the description box below, on this channel and my other channels as well. Show me your love and support. We're getting close to 450 subscribers on this very channel. We are about 11 away, so hopefully we'll get there by the end of the summer or by the beginning of the fall. But we'll see what happens with that, and we'll move on with that. Just give me 1 second here. Okay, we're there. All right, so like the video, subscribe to the channels down below. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter and Instagram, and friend me on Facebook. If you're real, if you're not, suck a dick, get the fuck out of here, and go do something else. Go snort some crack. I don't give a shit. But in any case, if you're real, then do that. If you're not, like I said, get out of here. Go snort some crack and go find a brain cell or something like that. Go bother somebody else who has 5 subs. But in any case, I digress. Share the video all over the internet. Most importantly, tap and slap that bell. Try to treat it like it's your mama or your bitch. And turn on all notifications so you don't miss a goddamn video. And if you do, well, fuck you, man. And that's pretty much it. But it's your first time watching. Thank you all for watching. If you like the content, you want more of it, hit that bell, hit that subscribe button, and hopefully you enjoy all the videos. Thank you for watching. Welcome to the party, pal! I hope you enjoy the ride. Sit back, relax, put your feet up, grab a cold one with your significant other or by yourself, and jerk off to me. No, I'm kidding. But that's the ladies. The ladies can jerk off to me all they want, you know. But I digress on that. But like I said, if you're new here, you like the content, you want more, hit the bell, turn on all notifications, and subscribe to the channel. And that's all I gotta say about that. Simple to the point. And if you're not getting my notifications, unsubscribe, resubscribe again, hit the bell, and hopefully you'll get that. Or search my name and my channel, and the video should be right there. And you go to my channel, go to my shorts section, my video section, or my live section, and the latest video will be right there. You can't miss it. So if you miss out, those are your options. If not, well, fuck you. And that's pretty much it. And we move on from there. Alrighty. It's Tuesday night. It's late. It's time for another video, my 3rd video of the day. Check out my Raw review I did earlier in the day on my Killer Demons 669 channel. Link is down below in the description box. Also, my video about AEW getting 36,000 tickets sold already. 36,000 tickets sold for All In on August the 27th at Wembley Stadium, and then All Out 4 will be the week after that. I think it's in Chicago during Labor Day weekend. So we got all that. So we'll see what happens with all that, and we move on from there. Alright, so those videos will be down in the description box below. Give me your love and support. Leave a comment. And do whatever the fuck you want. And that's pretty much it for that. Alright. I hope everybody had a great day. It's, the end of the day. It's past midnight, so it's Wednesday. So hopefully everybody had a great Tuesday and have a great Wednesday. The first full week of May is upon us. We're going to be counting down those days to Memorial Day weekend, the unofficial start of summer. I can't wait. And that's pretty much it for that. Once again, for those of you saying, oh, when are you on vacation yet? Well, I will be on vacation pretty damn soon. When you know, you won't know. But when I know, I will know. but you won't know when or where I go. So it is what it is. And not that you care anyway, because you'll be jerking off to me when I'm away anyway. So, but it is what it is, and that's that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, on this late Tuesday night, it is time for your late night NXT review for May the 2nd, 2023, or if you're now watching on the replay, it is now May the 3rd, 2023, so May the 3rd be with you. We're getting close to May the 4th be with you, May the 5th be with you, May the 6th be with you, those stupid Star Wars things during the first week of May. I mean, it is what it is. I love Star Wars, but, you know, it's just stupid to have these days referenced off, you know, for Star Wars. It's just stupid. Just call it Tuesday. It is what it is, and that's all I got to say about that. And we move on with that. All right, so NXT tonight, you know, coming after the draft, and we're leading up to NXT Battleground, May the 28th from Lowell, Massachusetts, the same day as Double or Nothing 5, which is stupid. But, you know, it is what it is, and that's pretty much all that. NXT tonight was a pretty decent show. We said goodbye to JD McDonough. And for now, the NXT Women's Tag Team titles, whoever they may go to, either the Witches of NXT, Isla Dawn, and Alba Fire, or Casey Catanzaro and Kaden Carter. Their match was the main event tonight for the NXT Women's Tag Team belts. So one of the teams is going to either go to Raw or to SmackDown with those belts. We'll see what happens with that. We also said goodbye to Indi Hartwell and a couple other people from NXT. Grayson Waller. We didn't even see Grayson Waller on the show. Why? The Yes Boys. Ooh, the Yes Boys. We didn't see them, even though they did a video for a digital exclusive where they came out of the water after getting dumped in the river by the family, Tony D and Stax. That was kind of funny. Where I think it was Elton Prince was giving mouth-to-mouth to Kit Wilson. That was kind of funny. But it is what it is. They're not gay! But it is what it is. I got that. That was kind of funny. But some other ones we said goodbye to as well. But we had some good matches on the show. And some good segments. Let's get into it. Let's not waste any more of your precious time. Because we got things to do tomorrow. And we want to get them done. Because we want to go to bed and want to get those things done tomorrow. As we're rolling on to the first weekend of May. Cinco de Mayo on Friday for all you people, all you Mexicans and Latinos. Also, it's a Backlash weekend. Got Backlash from San Juan, Puerto Rico! Yes. So, the Backlash on this weekend. SmackDown on Friday night from San Juan. We also got the press conference at noon on Friday. We all know who's going to be there. Issa, the Puerto Rican princess, is going to be there for the press conference and for Raw. For SmackDown and for Backlash and the post-press conference as well. She's going to be very busy this weekend. And I hope they have a mop on the floor when Bad Bunny and Damian Priest come out. Just saying. Just saying. But it is what it is, and that's all I got to say about that. All right, let's get into it. So we are once again live from the Performance Center, from the Capitol Wrestling Center, I should say, at Nickelodeon Studios in Orlando, Florida. And our commentary team, the man who says in this moment 50 times tonight, that's Vic Joseph, you son of a bitch. But maybe he's a secret in this moment fan. Let's ask him. But anyway, so yeah, Vic Joseph was saying in this moment about 50, 60 times tonight. Kind of pissed me off. I'm like, are you referencing the band? Or not? Just shut up. Stop saying in this moment 50 times. Shut up. I know in this moment is great, but come on now. But in any case, and also we have Vic Joseph and the man who smokes more weed and more bowls than Thea Hale, Rob Van Dam, Wesley, and everybody else combined, and that's Booker T, sucker. So we had them on commentary. We get that. All right, so we started off with a recap of the draft for everybody on NXT that got drafted to Raw and SmackDown. So that was pretty nice. So tonight was kind of like the swan song, their goodbyes, finishing up their dates, and pretty much it. All right, so we got that. And then we go to NXT, we go to the Performance Center, and we start off with our first match of the night. A pretty decent match for the NXT North American title. I thought it was a non-title match, but it was for the title. We had Drew Gulak with Mr. Legal's son, Charlie Dempsey, at ringside, taking on the man who smokes a lot of weed himself. That's Wes Lee, who came out with Tyler Bate. So this was a great matchup. It starts off with Wesley immediately nailing a big-time dropkick, sending Gulak to the floor to regroup. Oh, shit! So that happened. And then Charlie Dempsey hits the apron, starts yelling at Wesley, which allows Drew Gulak to roll up Wesley with a fruit roll-up for a near fall. They trade counters and some pin attempts. Gulak catches Wesley with a close roll-up for a near fall. Very close. Wesley unloads with some kicks, a big stomp, and the crowd's getting back in control and everything. He blocks a corner kick and takes Gulak up top for a superplex. But Gulak fights back, but Lee blocks his attack. Lee is sent to the mat, but he rolls through. Gulak nails a big-time flying clothesline off the top rope for a near fall, turning him inside out. And then Gulak beats the crap out of Wesley for a while, kicks him right in the chest for a near fall. And Gulak with some ground and pound stretches Wesley like a freaking licorice stick. And the fans are trying to cheer Wesley on, get him back with the momentum. Wesley fights up and out of the hold. They trade punches, and then Wesley with some kicks and a takedown, and a basement drop kick to the back. Ow. And then a big running tiger uppercut and a big kick in the corner. Goes to the German suplex. Drew Gulak blocked it and ends up on the floor. And he's like Tyler Bates kind of looking at him. And Drew's like, "Stay back, please, stay back." But really, Tyler Bates did nothing. And Wesley nails a big flippy dippity-doo off that distraction. Gulak goes back in, but Charlie Dempsey then drops Wesley at ringside with a cheap shot behind the referee's back. And then Tyler Bate comes over and levels Charlie Dempsey on the floor for no apparent reason. He's like, "Get out of here, Regal Jr." And then Wesley brings it back in, nails a cardiac kick. 1, 2, 3. Once again, Wesley still your North American champion. He has held that belt for a pretty long time. And I don't know who's going to beat him at this point. But we'll see what happens with that. So, match was pretty decent. I gave it 3.25 out of 5 stars. And we're off and running on NXT. After the match, Wesley stands tall. And then Tyler Bate gets in and holds up his hand. And he starts looking at the NXT North America title. Maybe he's next to go for the belt. Maybe win it. But we'll have to see what happens with that. And we move on with that. All right, after that, we go to a video of how NXT champion Carmelo Hayes, the man who don't miss. And when he does, Trick Williams is there to pick him up and get the rebound. And we got that. We see how Carmelo retained the NXT title over Grayson Waller last week at NXT Spring Breakin' 2. Then he challenged Braun Breaker to a rematch for the title at NXT Battleground in a couple weeks. And then we see how Braun Breaker came out from behind and took Carmelo and Trick out and sending Carmelo Hayes to the hospital. And then we see Trick Williams with a live mic, and he's ready to talk to us after the break. So we got all that. So I gave that 3 out of 5 stars. And then we come back. We get before we get to Trick, we get a vignette from the NXT Women's Tag Team Champions, the Witches of NXT, Isla Dawn and Alba Fire. They're ready for one more night in NXT. They plan to put out the fire that is Kaden Carter and Casey Catanzaro. Then they're gonna take the belts to SmackDown. And they said, "Oh, we can defend the belt on SmackDown and Raw and NXT," stuff like that. And we move on with that. So I gave that 2.5 out of 5 stars. Then we go to the ring. Trick Williams has the mic. He mentions how Braun Breaker put Carmelo, his buddy, in the hospital, but he knows Melo is a fighter. He's gonna bounce back. Calls him his brother because they went to high school together, stuff like that. Trick says he took Braun's spear last week, saving Melo. So he did it for the team. He took one night for the man, and he's gonna do it again without thinking. Goes on and says, well, Melo don't miss. If he does, he gets the rebound, like I said. Which is why at NXT Battleground, and then the music of Braun Breaker hits, he comes out to, of course, a big-time booze. He says, Trick, you might be a tough one, as you took the spear and the Steiner recliner last week. And says, the last thing I want to do is ever represent these fans again. The fans are like, shut the fuck up! He goes on about taking the title from Carmelo, having the chance to embarrass Carmelo in front of his friends and family at Battleground. They continue to talk, and Braun goes to leave, and Trick proposes to have a fight later on tonight. Threatens to knock Braun's tan off him until he's black and blue. Yikes. The fans are rallying behind Trick. He's like, beat that Trick! Beat that Trick! Oh, fuck that Trick or something, whatever they say. Braun says, it doesn't matter what the fans want or what you want, Trick. I'm calling the shots here. And it says, next week, we can fight in a Battleground preview where I'm basically going to break you in half and probably send you to the hospital. So Trick's like, okay. Throws down the mic, and then that's it to end the segment. So next week, we got Braun and Trick Williams one-on-one in a Battleground preview match. And we'll see what happens with that. And we move on with that. So I gave that segment 3 out of 5 stars. And we're off and running. All right, then we go backstage with Mackenzie Mitchell and her guest, a man who's going to Monday, I believe Monday Night Raw, and that's J.D. McDonough, who Mackenzie congratulates him on going to Raw. J.D. says, I waited 21 years, 21, ouch, to go to Raw, so, I'm bringing a big chip on my shoulder. And then Noam Dar, the NXT UK Heritage Cup champion, comes in. He's like, can you do me a favor for old time's sake? I want you to hurt Dragon Lee, his opponent coming up in our next match tonight. So he stays away from my Heritage Cup. So do we have a deal? JD says, that's slimy. He meant to say grimy. Grimy. And he knows all Noam Dar cares about is his Heritage Cup, which is why he never gave JD a shot. And he advises Dar to stay away from him because if he pisses him off, JD will take the cup with him to Monday Night Raw. That'd be interesting. And that's it. Then he walks off as Noam Dar looks pissy. And that's pretty much it. So I gave that 3 out of 5 stars as well. And we move on with that. All right. After that, we go to the women's action. We got Gigi Dolan with her brother, Miles, who's like 11 years younger than him, and he kind of looks familiar. As I said on my last video, when I did a little live watching during that match, I said that Miles looks like the guy from the Liliac video for Close My Eyes Forever, the cover of Ozzy and Lita Ford. He kind of looks like the guy that sings Ozzy's parts with melody from Liliac. Great song. Go check it out on YouTube. It's a band called Liliac, Liliac. If you can't spell that, you have problems. And check it out. It looks like the guy from Miles looks like the guy singing Ozzy's part. And that's all pretty much it. But I could be wrong. But I think Gigi's like 20-something years old, 20, 30 years old anyway. So Miles is like 20, so could be. But we'll see what happens with that. Anyway, so Gigi Dolan is taking on JC Jane in a rematch from, I believe, Stand and Deliver. Got that. All right, so we start off with Vic hyping Danny Palmer, who's making her sexy debut tonight, saying the women's division will improve, possibly. All right, so the bell rings, they go at it. The fans are cheering on Gigi. Gigi sends JC to the floor. JC trips her face first on the edge of the apron. Ow. And then JC slams Gigi on the floor, starts taunting Miles. It's like, look at your sister. Yeah. And then he brings her back in for a 2 count. JC works over Gigi some more, continues to yell at her brother, and Gigi tries to capitalize, but JC shuts her down for another near fall, then hits a super kick, but Gigi comes right back and knocks her down, starts mounting some offense, some ground and pound moves, slamming JC for a near fall. She runs into a back elbow, and then clotheslines JC and then falls up to the floor. She sends JC into the barrier a couple of times, then the ring steps, and then she starts kicking her right by the ring steps, right in the head. And then we see JC's busted wide open. I don't know, I think it was from the kicks and not from the steps probably, or maybe she bladed, I don't know. We don't know that. But anyway, she's busted wide open, and Gigi starts working her over some more, celebrates with her brother, which became a mistake. As she goes back in, JC sends her into the exposed steel turnbuckle, and then JC quickly follows up and levels Gigi with a spinning heel kick. 1, 2, 3. JC Jane is your winner. A bloody JC Jane who looks hotter with blood on her face or without blood on her face. She still looks hot. I still fuck her, but I digress on that. So JC Jane is your winner, and that's pretty much it. Match I gave 2.5 out of 5 stars. After the match, JC stands tall. She goes out of the ring, and Miles is not happy. JC attacks Gigi some more, beats her up on the floor, sending her into the steel steps and then the barrier. And then she blows a kiss to Miles and says, and I think she said that, she said, remember that was your mom? Or something like that. So this feud probably is far from over, but we'll have to see what happens with that. And we move on with that. That's that. All right, so JC Jane, your winner, and that's it. All right, then we get a video about Axiom and Scripps, and Reggie. We get that. So we're going to commercial. We come back with our next match, Axiom against Scripps, which really didn't last that long. Scripps attacks from out of nowhere. They go at it for a few seconds. Nice little flippy dippity-doo dive by Reggie. I'm going to call him Reggie because that's what he is, as Reggie. Coming off the announce table with a flippy dippity-doo off the announce table. That was pretty damn nice. Then they get in the ring the bell. Rings, the match is officially underway. Axiom gets the upper hand, but Reggie goes to the floor for a breather. He fights back and runs to leap off the announce table, like I said, with a kick. So it was before the bell. I'm sorry, it was after the bell. And then Reggie brings Axiom back in the ring, goes for a cover, and Axiom kicks out at 2. Reggie keeps control, clotheslines Axiom down, and then Axiom ducks a move, goes for the 1905 sleeper, but Reggie fights him off. He goes to the top for a big-time Asai moonsault, but Axiom kicks out at 2, and then Reggie starts taunting Axiom. Axiom gets fired up, fights back, now a big-time dropkick. The fans are into it. And then Axiom sends Reggie, launches Reggie with a suplex. Then he goes to the top. He flies, but Reggie drop kicks him in mid-air. Then he tells Axiom, get up, motherfucker! And Axiom finally does after a while. He blocks a kick, nails a big knee to face for a very near fall. And then he goes to the golden ratio. Reggie blocked it, nails a big-time heel kick. Then he flies off the top rope, but Axiom kicks him right in the face on the way down. Then he waits for Reggie to get up, and then he hits the golden ratio. 1, 2, 3. Axiom, A-Kid, whatever you want to call him, gets the win over Reggie, Scripps, whatever you want to call him. And that's pretty much it. So, match was alright. I gave it 3 out of 5 stars. After the match, we go to replays. And as Axiom goes to leave, he turns and goes back at Reggie and helps Reggie up. And then Scripps nails a cheap shot, but A-Kid drops him with a right hand in return. And then he rips off Reggie's mask. And everybody's like, Reggie! So hopefully, finally, the Scripps gimmick by Reggie is over. He goes back to being Reggie the sommelier or whatever he's going to become. And that's pretty much it. So So it should have been a mask versus mask match, and A-Kid would have won anyway because I've already seen him without a mask. If you haven't followed his career, that's A-Kid, by the way. So we don't know what he look. We know what he looks like with and without the mask, but we don't know what Reggie looks like without the mask. So we get that. So we move on. So good win for Axiom, and a match I gave 3.25 out of 5 stars. So it was a pretty decent match, and we move on. All right, then we go to the bar. No, not with Gallus, but we go to the other members of the bar. We have Fallon, don't call me Don Henley, Brooks Jensen, and the resident. Well, now he's back to being a virgin, Brooks Jensen, and Josh Briggs at the bar. Briggs and Jensen get back on the same page for once after what happened last week with Kiana James. Fallon says it's good to have everything back to normal or back to the way it was. Jensen says it feels pretty damn good now. He says, I did learn a few business things from Kiana James, and then he explains how valuable the land the bar is on and how Fallon's family could take advantage to be set for life. And then Briggs and Fallon are like, oh, really? You know this about business? Yeah. I'm sure him and Kiana were talking business after they were fucking for about 5 hours. Yeah. Business my ass. Anyway, and then 2 lovely ladies walk up to him and they ask Jensen if he'd like to have a drink. But he says, I'm catching up with some friends. But he hopes they have a good time. Dummy! If 2 women come up to you and ask you to have a drink, you say yes! What kind of moron are you? That's what you are. That's what you are. It came out of my ass just now. That's what you are. Piece of fucking shit, Jensen. Come on now. If 2 women, 2 hot, vivacious women, probably DTF, want to buy you a drink, you say yes. If they're buying, of course, if you're I'm buying the drink, fuck you. Buy my own drink. But if they want to buy you a drink, you say hell yeah. Then next thing you know, man, they want to go home and suck your dick 2-on-1 and fuck you 2-on-1. You take that shit, man. You don't bypass a drink and bypass free pussy. I mean, come on now. That's guy code. Guy code says you take the 2 women home and fuck them in the ass and make them humble. I mean, come on now, dude. Come on. Do I have to teach you everything, Jensen? I mean, I know you're 20-something years old. Your brain is like a jelly. I mean, dude, do I have to come to NXT and show you how to freaking impress a woman? Dude. I mean, dude, do I have to do your promos for you? Do I have to, like, go to the bar and, like, see hot women? Like, oh, damn, I'm gonna fuck this chick right now, man. So I'll show you how it's done, dude. So, what's up, ladies? You have a good time? You want a drink? It's on me. Then I'm like, it's like, see, Jensen, that's how it's done. Now I'm gonna go get some free pussy. Bye. See, that's how it's done, ladies and gentlemen. That's how it's done. That's how you get the ladies. Or just use your charm, whatever it may be. But some of you need a lot of work to impress a lady and to look good. Because even if you go to the Men's Warehouse, which is always our sponsor, because when you go to the Men's Warehouse, you want to look good for your lady, you want to pick up a good lady at the club, or even at the mall or anywhere, if you get lucky, they notice you, you notice them, you want to say hi, maybe go out on a date. You want to look good? Go to the Men's Warehouse, because when you do go there, tell them Peter Joseph sent you, and you're going to like the way you look. Well, some of you might. Not guarantee that for some of you. But it is what it is. But for some of you, you have no hope finding a lady with the way you look with your 3 teeth. But I digress on that. And no brain. And a shit job. But it is what it is. Me, I don't have that problem. I don't need that. I don't have that problem. I got Rosa, so it is what it is. And we move on with that. Alright, so, where was I? Alright, so 2 women walk up to Jensen, ask him if they want a drink. He says, I'm catching up with friends, but he hopes they have a good time. And Fallon and Briggs like, oh, really? You're giving up free pussy, you fucking idiot? Then they comment at how it looks like their little brother did grow up. Yeah. He got a kiss, he probably got his dick sucked, now he's a grown-up. Right. Right. Yeah. All it took was a hot chick like Kiana James with big boobs to give him a kiss, make his dick grow a little bit, and then maybe, just maybe, they maybe went in the back. Fuck. They had great, amazing sex. Who knows? And then Jensen's like, "Oh, I'm a man now. I'm gonna dress like Triple H did back in 1995." But she used me. Yeah, she used you. She basically kissed you, sucked you off, and said, "Well, I don't need this dick anymore. Get out of here. Fuck you, Virgin Boy. I'm gonna go to Sebastian. Who is Sebastian? We still don't know who he is. This freaking thing has been going on for what, 6 months? We still don't even know who he is. Maybe Reggie's Sebastian. Maybe we're gonna change his name to Sebastian. Who knows? I really wish we knew the final results of these stupid storylines. But I digress on that. Let me move on. Alright, so I gave that 2.5 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we go to match of the fucking night, ladies and gentlemen. Match of the fucking night, you understand? JD McDonough and Dragon Lee and JD McDonough's final farewell in NXT. It was epic. Fucking epic. Fans chanting, "You deserve it," for the call-up. Bell rings, they go right at it, trading holds and pin attempts. Dragon Lee takes JD down by his arm, keeps control. Excuse me. And then JD takes it into the corner. He backs off a little bit, but he nails a stiff body shot. Ooh, you gotta love it. Then another one. Then they run the ropes. Dragon Lee launches JD into the ropes for a cover for a near fall. Then he drops JD in the corner and launches in from the apron with a stiff kick to face. And then a running corner drop kick. So he's working on JD for a while. The fans are trying to chant for JD to get him back into the match. Dragon Lee with a basement drop kick in the corner. And then Noam Dar comes out with his Heritage Cup, which kind of distracts Dragon Lee. So JD takes advantage, drops Lee. By the way, the good JD, not that stupid idiot Braves fan from New York, who thought that I left from some freaking super chats in his fucking video. Yeah, I actually really thought it was me, JD, you fucking moron. Only an idiot like you would think that I would make a fake account called Peter Gaymore when I don't make fake accounts. But I know who did that account. I know who it is. He's a jerk with no fucking life and no balls. And that's pretty much all I gotta say about that. But really, JD, you are stupid, more stupid than you look. Go back to fucking your cat, okay? That's the only pussy you can get. And boy, did you put your foot back in your mouth again, with what you said about with a Britt Baker's t-shirt. Not even her t-shirt, it's the Outcast t-shirt with Britt Baker's black eye on the t-shirt, and all this bullshit on this stupid video. And then tonight, Joe Cronin basically ripped him a new a-hole, like everybody in the chat. Ripped him a new a-hole because, he's all upset about it's causing domestic violence and shit like that. I'm like, shut up, JD. Do you like anything these days? I mean, you don't like women. We all know that because you can't get pussy to save your fucking life. You suck at commentary. You suck at announcing. You suck at basically everything. Okay? With your 131, whatever how many subs you got are mostly fake. When we all know who your butt buddy is. Two fake clickbaiting pieces of shit. And that's all I gotta say about that. And you can send him the video. I don't give a shit. He ain't gonna do nothing. He can roast me all he wants, but I'm still better than him, and he knows it. On commentary, on video, even in trivia, I would roast his ass. But I digress. I got better things to do than worry about a schmuck from New York that roots for a team that fucking sucks, and that's called the Atlanta Braves. How can you be from New York and root for a team in Atlanta? That's stupid. Oh, but Peter, you're a Niners fan. No, actually, yeah, I am a Niners fan because I was converted to becoming a Niners fan by my brother from another mother, the great man that he is. But I'm still a Jet fan at heart. Go. Fadges! Discount double check! Fadges on the Jets! Ah, love it. I can't wait for football to start in September. I can't wait. As much as I'm definitely rooting for the Niners with Trey Lance or whoever else we get. If it's Trey Lance or it's somebody else running the show, I'll still root for the Niners. I don't think they're going to go anywhere this year. I'm being real, like I always am. I just don't think the Niners. I think they may win the NFC West, but the Super Bowl. I would be really mad if it's Niners Jets in the Super Bowl. I'm like, oh fuck, who do I pick? I got to go with the Jets because of experience with Aaron Rodgers at the helm. I mean, but I won't be mad if either team loses. I won't be mad. I'm like, both my teams win the playoff. And in the playoffs, they're in the Super Bowl. What more do I have to lose? Just money, but put all my money on Rodgers. But I digress. We'll see what happens with that when we get to football season coming up in it's March. It's May the 3rd, so about a month, a little over 8 weeks. So we got training camp, and then we're 3 months away from preseason football, which really doesn't count, and then we're 4 months away from football, the 2023-2024 season. I can't wait. I am so ready. I'm just waiting for the book to come out so I can get the book like I have with the baseball book, like I always get this book. By the way, fuck this guy. Judgy Wudgy, he can suck a big fat dick and choke on a steroid. But I digress. That's pretty much it. Let me move on with that. Alright, so let's get back to the match. Where was I? Alright, so Noam Dar comes out, the Stretch Dragon Lee, JD gets the advantage, he turns Lee upside down in the corner, misses the running baseball slide, hits the ring post, right in the nuts. Oh! That had to hurt. No children for you there, JD. And the other JD too, we'll never have kids. But I digress. And then Dragon Lee unloads on him, launches him with a big time back body drop, then an atomic drop circa 1902. And then a clothesline sends JD over the top rope to the floor. As we go to commercial, we come back. JD has Dragon Lee down in the middle of the ring with a 1922 body scissors. And Noam Dar still at ringside, talking to his cup. I love you, cup. I see you pee. Anyway. The fans start rounding for Dragon Lee as JD gets decked right in the back. Then he takes him up top. Well, this match is long. I'm not going to go into all of it. But anyway, JD takes Dragon Lee up top. He tries to remove his mask, which is no. And then Dragon Lee knocks JD to the mat. He flies with a big time crossbody. Then he unloads it with from lefts and rights and a Hurricane Rana takedown. As the fans are getting back into it, he runs the ring and nails a suicide flippy dibbity doo on the outside. He stares at Noam Dar, then brings JD back in. Goes to the top for the coup de grace. Somebody's been watching Finn Balor tapes. And he hits that. JD kicks out just in the nick of time. And then they keep fighting, and the fans chant NXT as the referee counts them out. Dragon Lee almost lost the match as he got back in at 9.9999. 5, 3, 14, 9. Just beat the count. Then they go back at it. We're getting near the end, though. Got a poison Rana, and Dragon Lee tries to capitalize that, but JD levels him with a big-time lariat. Fans are still going nuts. Match is great. They struggle back to their feet. They trade strikes. JD rocks Dragon Lee, and he blocks a powerbomb with a sit-down powerbomb of his own, and for a very near fall. And Dragon's like, oh, I can't believe it. He kicked out of my move. Do it next time harder. But I digress. Dragon Lee goes to the top. JD crotches him. He climbs, but he's turned upside down. But he pulls himself back up, and they trade headbutts on the top rope. And then JD nails a big-time Spanish fly. My mentor, Joel Maximo, will love that. Then he transitions into a bling buster in the middle of the ring, goes for the cover, he gets 2.9999999999999999999. Very near fall, as Dragon Lee kicked out just in the nick of time. Fans are going completely berserk. Noam Dar is shocked, doesn't know what to do. And then JD tries for devil inside. Every single one of us is devil inside. He goes for that. Dragon Lee blocked it and responds with the Dragon Destroyer, or Canadian Destroyer, whatever you want to call it. But JD rolls to the floor to avoid the pin. The fans are chanting, "Fight forever!" Lee brings it back in, but Noam Dar tries to get involved. He gets a super kick for his troubles. And then when Dragon Lee gets back in, JD hits a big-time headbutt, knocking him basically out. Then he tries to pick him up and hit the devil inside, but he missed it the first time. Gets it on the second try. 1, 2, 3. JD McDonough gets the win in a fabulous match. I gave 4.25 out of 5 stars. Clearly match of the night. It was like butter. Like apple pie, you understand? Like a good chicken parm sandwich for $2. But I digress on that. So great match. 4.25 out of 5 stars for that, and we move on. After the match, JD gets up. The fans are chanting, standing ovation, and poses in the corner as Dragon Lee nails a suicide dive to Noam Dar, and then they fight to the back. Not that JD McDonough cared, and that's pretty much it. So we'll see what happens with JD McDonough this Monday night on Monday Night Raw. I would thrust him right into that Intercontinental title picture. Let him go against Walter. I don't think he's going to beat Walter, but, we'll see what happens with that. And we move on with that. That's it. All right, we move on. All right, then we go to the locker room. We have the other side of the women's tag team title match. We have Casey Catanzaro and Kaden Carter. They're confident they're going to get the belts back and end their NXT run on a high note because they've been there for 4 goddamn years. And they're the better team. Longest reigning tag team champions, blah, 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 blah. So we started here as friends and became friends. We got this. And then they end the segment. They're hugging. Like, I think Casey was trying to dry home Kaden. I don't mind that. Can I get involved too? Nothing wrong with that. I bang those chicks. But it is what it is. And that's pretty much it. Yeah, I'll bang anything that walks almost. But it is what it is. Within reason. But, gotta be hot looking. If you look like shit, I ain't gonna touch you. That includes half you trolls' moms, but I digress. But we move on with that. All right. So Casey and Kaden are ready to get back the belts and bring them over to Raw, but the Witches of NXT have another thing coming, like that great Judas Priest song. You got another thing coming. Okay. Coming for you. Okay. Stop it. Calm down there, Rob Alford. Calm down. Hey, get out! Okay, stop it. Comes out of nowhere, this guy. Now, probably blow out your eardrums. Good. Hope you're bleeding. But I digress. All right, move on. All right, then we go to the back where we have Joe Gacy and Ava Raine of Schism. They're watching a tape of Joe Coffey. Joe Gacy says that the other Joe is impressive. Skywalker, very impressive, Skywalker. Anyway, got that. He says tonight he will give his own body and sacrifice himself for the team, for the Schism, taking pain and punishment for the greater good. Hey, we heard that before. The Diet said Gacy's sacrifice will not be in vain, and when he does this for them, they will dominate Gallus and bring the NXT tag titles to Schism. He says, they say 4 roots, 1 tree, and then they put on their mask and then they walk off. But Ava stops Gacy, tells him, do it for you, then do it for the dyad, then do something for yourself. Which I don't know what that meant, but I guess we'll have to see what happens with that. And we move on with that. So I gave that segment 2.5 out of 5 stars, and we move on. All right, back from the break, we get a video showing the recent sneak attacks on Nikita Lyons, Sol Ruka, and Wendy Choo Choo. We still don't know who it is. We have NXT Anonymous. We have NXT what was the other one? NXT background, or I don't know what it was. Another one saying like they're thinking Alexa Bliss. Some people saying it's Lacey Evans. I don't care who it is, but they're coming to NXT and they're gonna be the person responsible for taking those ladies out. So eventually we'll find out who it is. Hopefully it doesn't last 6 more months, but we'll see who it is. And that's pretty much it. And that's it. All right, and we move on with that. All right, there we go to the Battle of the Joes. Joe Gacy and Joe Coffey with their respective teammates at ringside. And if Joe Gacy wins, the dyad of the grizzled young veterans, Fowler and Reed, they get a title shot, probably at Battleground. Not that they're going to win. Well, maybe they will. Maybe they'll finally get their push. But we'll see what happens with that. We move on. Pretty back and forth match. It went, we get to the end. Ava gets in the ring after, like, the dyad try to get involved. And then Mark Coffey and Wolfgang try to take them out. But then Ava Raine gets in the ring off the distraction. And then Joe Coffey turns around. And Ava's like, ah! And then she falls down, grabbing her face. Like, oh, he hit me. He hit me. And the referee's like, what did you do? What did you do? I thought he was going to cause a disqualification, but Joe Gacy comes off the ropes with a handspring clothesline. 1, 2, 3. Joe Gacy gets the win over Joe Coffey. So that means the dyad of Reed and Fowler get a tag team title shot in the future, probably at Battleground against Gallus. And that's that. So match I gave 2.5 out of 5 stars. Didn't really like all that freaking interference, and I mean, it is what it is, and that's it. All right, after match, the Schism stands tall, and then we see Ivy Nile backstage with the Creed brothers, Julius and Brutus, and she's like, I've seen enough, I'm out of here, fuck this shit, I'm out. And it's like, I'm sick and tired of Ava always interfering in the match. She storms off, apparently to find her and beat the fuck out of her. I don't know, we'll see what happens with that. We move on. And that's that. All right. After that, we go to Danny Palmer, who's going to have her debut match in a few minutes, on a video call with Solo Luca. She thanks her for designing her ring gear and dedicates the match to her. Aww, such good friends. That's hugging out like Bailey would. Anyway, and then we see Hank and Tank come up, Hank Walker and Tank Ledger. They're all fired up for her debut or debut, whatever you want to say. They tell her to go do your thing in the ring, and then she leaves. And then Oba Femi, the big Black Diesel's brother, you know, that's Omos's brother, Oba Femi, he comes in and just towers over them. And then Hank and Tank are like, dude, you're tall. Run! Run away! It's like when you're playing Final Fantasy 15 and you get to one of those bosses, you're like, you don't want to fight him. Like the super optional boss. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. If you play any Final Fantasy game, you get to that super optional boss. Oh boy. That keep shots you all the time. You know what I'm talking about. Most of you do. If you play Final Fantasy. Some of you don't play it. And you should play it because it's an epic fucking game. Not like Resident Evil 4 Remake, but, you know. Just saying. But wait till Final Fantasy 16 comes out. Holy shit. It looks... And you thought Final Fantasy 15 was good. Which it is. It's too long, but... Not as long as Final Fantasy 12. 12 is too long, and it takes a while to beat. But 13, 13 is okay, but, you know... 13-2, 13-3, Lightning Returns. Anything after that was... mediocre. 14, which is basically an online game, stunk. 15 was good, a little bit too long, but still a great game. 16 looks amazing. I can't wait to play it. And then, the remake of Final Fantasy VII on the PS4 was great. They're making the second part on the PS5, which is stupid. They should put it on the PS4 as well. Well, I'm just saying. And then Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core Reunion, that was epic. When you play as Vincent, and then you can play as I think you can play as Sephiroth, which is Sephiroth should be a playable character in every game. Just saying. Just saying. He's one of my favorite characters next to Kefka. Ha ha ha! Kefka! Ready, Kefka? if you watch Spaceballs, you'll get that reference. Ready, Kefka? Alright, we're back. Sorry about that. We're back. So we're talking about Kefka. And I guess Sephiroth hit his ultimate attack and knocked me off. You bastard. But I digress. And we move on. Alright. Alright, so we got Danny Palmer in her debut match against Tatum Paxley coming up. And that's pretty much it. And we move on. So I gave that 2.5 out of 5 stars. Alright, we go to break. We come back with Eddie Thorpe, or Carl Fredericks, at the Performance Center. He's talking about how he's working on different skills. And then Damon Kemp comes up with a empty water bottle, and he throws at him. He's like, "Hey, rookie, pick that up." And Carl Fredericks is like, "What? I don't have to pick up anything. Why do I have to pick it up? Just because I'm the new guy?" Well, you gotta go through the hazing and everything, you know. So they have words. Kemp says Thorpe can hang in the ring. Thorpe says, I'll say, "You want to bet? I'll take you up on that bet. Let's have a match next week," or whenever that match is. Kemp says, "I like you, so don't make him put an end to the hype before it starts, young boy." He meant to say young lion. Because you know how the Carl Fredericks started off as a young lion in New Japan, and now he did pretty damn good in New Japan. And now he's in NXT doing some good things, not on TV that much, but doing some pretty good things. So Damon Kemp leaves and Eddie Thorpe is not impressed. "You weak, pathetic fool. I am not impressed. Skywalker. You fool." Or as if you follow Final Fantasy lore, "You insolent fool!" Pretty much. That's pretty much it. Alright. Where was I? Alright, we'll get that. Alright, so I gave that 2.5 out of 5 stars, and that's pretty much it for that. Where was I? Okay. Alright, then we get to our next match, the debut of Danny Palmer, which lasted a little bit longer than I expected, but in the end, Danny Palmer wins after she hits a neck breaker. She pushes off a counter, slams Tatum Paxley face first into the mat. Ow. And then she goes up top, hits a big time frog splash. Not like Eddie, she hit a frog splash, but she split her legs open. Oh, she did. Why didn't you tell me? I don't know where you were. Were you doing something with China? No comment, I say. No habla inglés. Fuck you, Eddie. But I digress on that. She hit the Eddie Galero, almost like me. Frog splash from the heavens, I say, pero. So, get that. So, here's the frog splash. 1, 2, 3. Impressive win and debut for Danny Palmer. And that's pretty much it. So, we'll see what happens with her as she goes on with her NXT career. And that's it. So, I give the match 2.5 out of 5 stars. At the match, she stands tall. Fans are going nuts there. Yay, Danny! And that's it. Move on. Alright, then we go to Chase. The classroom. We're about to get a lecture. Well, we're supposed to get a lecture from Mr. Chase, Mr. Andre Chase, but he's not there. Maybe he's taking a sabbatical. I don't know. But then Thea Hale is nervous because they have a pucky. We get a little puckies. Pop quiz, hot shot. So she's all nervous because Andre Chase is late. But he then sends a message to her that the class is canceled for today because of what happened at Spring Breaking with Braun Breaker. And then she's all like, "I don't know what to do." Here. And if I was next to her, I was like, here's a bowl of weed. Smoke it. Eat it. Shut up! But then Duke Hudson says, there's no reason they should fall behind in their curriculum. So he goes to teach the class. What's that line? That's that movie that says, "Why don't you go up there and teach the class, asshole?" I forgot what movie that is, but I digress. Anyway, so he goes up to teach the class about the lesson on the WWE draft. And then one student, we don't know his name, asks if that means no paquis for this week. So Duke tells everyone to hold up their papers and then rip them up. And he says, "No more pop quizzes and Chase U!" And then Duke says, Duke University! I'm like, oh no. Oh, shut up, Duke. Oh, come on. But yeah, I mean, if he was my teacher, like, oh, no quiz, yay! I didn't study anyway! Anyway, that's all I gotta say about that. If all our teachers were like Duke Hudson, we would get straight A's in our class. Most of you. Because most of you still need an education. Because you have no brain cells left in your fucking body. And probably never graduated from high school or college. I did with 2 degrees. And I'm not showing you shit. Suck it hard, baby. Suck it real hard. Because I got an education and you don't. 4.0, by the way. But I digress on that. We move on. Alright, so that's all for Duke University, Case University, whatever you want to call it. So I gave that 2.5 out of 5 stars, and that's it. Alright, there we can see the teams for the women's tag team belts getting ready backstage. So we got that coming up in your main event of the evening. But before we get to that, we go to, was that the... Oh, it's after, okay. I get it. So we go to break, we come back with Von Wagner and Mr. Robert Stone. Look at that, a photo album of Von talking about his dad, Bo Beverly, or Wayne Bloom. Not that Wayne Bloom. I don't know, well, I forgot what Honky Tonk Man's name is, something Bloom, right? It's not, I don't think it's Wayne, but in any case, Bo Beverly wrestling at SummerSlam 1992, I believe. Oh, there's a Wembley reference. Great job there, Hunter. Great job selling AEW in Wembley Stadium. Great selling job. Oh, we're in Wembley Stadium. That's where AEW is. We were there in 94, 92, whatever it was. Yeah, you sold that out, but, you know, AEW had 36,000 tickets sold on a pre-sale the first day. Can you imagine what it's going to be when the tickets go on sale on Friday? I mean, they already had that 50, almost 60,000 pre-sale. I mean, sign up, too. So, imagine how many they're going to get. I mean, they might sell that out. If they do, that's big for AEW. It's going to really say, hey, WWE, we can sell out that stadium, too, you know. Let's see you sell Clash of the Castle. Idiots. Yeah, Ford Field probably won't get that much. I'll tell you that right now. That stadium holds, I think, on a good day, I think like 70,000. Like, well, I don't know about that. Like maybe 60, close to 70,000 people. So for a SummerSlam, I think they'll probably get near 90,000, maybe 100,000. I doubt that, but I don't think they're gonna get 100,000. I doubt that. I mean, WrestleMania SoFi, how many did that do? 2 nights and 160 something thousand. Of course, there was 80,000 people supposedly there. But in any case, I don't think SummerSlam is going to sell out that many people for, you know, on August the 5th. So I mean, it might be a competition who sells more tickets for the summer. Is it going to be SummerSlam or is it going to be All In 2? I think it's going to be All In 2. But we'll see what happens with that. Let me move on. All right, so it's talking about, you know, the reminiscing about Von Wagner's dad from years ago. And then Stone asks about, like, hey, what about this picture? And Von's like, oh, no, I don't want to talk about that picture. I don't want to talk about it. I just don't want to talk about it. Leave me alone. So then he leaves with the picture book there. And then we see Robbie E. open the book to that picture. And we see a little baby Von Wagner with, like things on his head. And stitches as he was a baby. Maybe he had a brain tumor. I don't know. But Von Wagner didn't want to talk about it. Maybe he was separated at birth. I don't know. I'm not making fun, but I don't know. Could be anything. And that's pretty much it. So that's something to look forward to, as Von Wagner is now a free agent. He can go to Raw, SmackDown, or NXT. And we'll see what happens with that. So I gave that 3 out of 5 stars. All right, then we go to your main event of the evening for the NXT Women's Tag Team belts. Casey Catanzaro and Kaden Carter taking on the Witches of NXT, Isla Dawn and Alba Fire. And it was a pretty good match. Back and forth they went. We're getting to the end. I'm not going to go into all of it because I want to go to bed soon because I'm tired as fuck. But we move on. Pretty good match. Lots of near falls. Casey Catanzaro with a backstabber to Isla Dawn. And then they hit their double team missile dropkick neckbreaker combo on Isla Dawn, but Alba Fire rushes in at the last minute to break up the pin. And then we get to the end of that, and the fans chant NXT. We get a double Spanish fly to Alba Fire. That was nice, but somehow she kicked out of that. And then the champs take control, catching Casey in a double team inverted DDT Gory Bomb. That was sick. And then they go for the cover. Fire the nails as soon as I died. Like Kaden Carter on the outside, and then Isla Dawn covered Casey Catanzaro. 1, 2, 3. They are still your NXT Women's Tag Team Champions, and we get that. So match was pretty good. I gave it 3.25 out of 5 stars. And then after the match, Casey gets up and her nose is busted open. So maybe she slammed her nose on the mat and broke her nose. I don't know. So after the match, the Witches of NXT stand tall, and Vic wonders if the NXT Women's Tag Team titles are going to SmackDown. Duh! They're going to SmackDown because they're on SmackDown, retard. You're so stupid, Vic Joseph. Shut the fuck up. You need to get fired, and I should take your place because I'm better at commentary than you. And I don't have to wear a creepy jacket to look good. And at least my girlfriend is hotter than yours. But I like this. We move on. Alright, and then we go to the final segments of NXT because we have like 5 minutes left. So we see Dominic Dijak in the back. He addresses what he did to Ilya Dragunov last week. Gave him fair warning not to mess with him, but now look at him now. He guys got bruised ribs and all that fucking shit that happened last week. So Dijak says, now you have a smashed rib cage, and all fucked up in your belly. So he says, Ilya didn't seem like a dragon when it was trapped under that garage door last week. Then he challenges it to a match next week on a program, and we'll see how good he is. And he's gonna break him for good, and that's it. So we'll see what happens with that match next week. We also got what else we got next week? Oh yeah, we got Trick Williams and Braun Breaker. Should be a good match, and that's that. And we move on with that. And then we go to Indi Hartwell coming to the ring on crutches for her goodbye. Probably dropped the title, obviously. And then we go to break. We come back. Trick Williams and Apollo Crews are in the parking lot, the dreaded parking lot. And basically, Apollo says, "Trick, you got all this talent. Don't let it go to waste. And good luck in your match with Braun Breaker." So they have like a little mutual respect. Yeah, I'm gonna do it, man. And stuff like that. And we move on with that. So I gave that 2.5 out of 5 stars. And for once, we didn't get anybody beat up in the parking lot. And that's pretty much it. And we move on. All right, then we go to Indi Hartwell with her goodbye to NXT to drop the belt. She says she came to NXT as a fresh 21-year-old fan of the black and gold era. She spent, I think, 3 or 4 years there. Finally wins the big one, and then, sadly, last week she messed up her ankle, high ankle sprain, so she had to give up the belt. And she leaves us with she says that there's going to be a tournament starting for a new champion, and the champion will be crowned at Battleground on May the 28th. She wishes everybody good luck, and she says, "I have one more thing to say, and that is, don't cry because it's over. Smile because it happened." That's a good quote. That's a very good quote. So that happens, and then she puts the title on the mat. And then she's like, "Well, how the hell am I going to get out of here now?" And then we see Dexter slide out from under the ring like he was fixing a car. And he's like, "I'll take you out." And he's like, "Dexter! My sexy Dexter! Yay!" And then she gets out of the ring very slowly, and then Dexter, grabs her and everything and takes her to the back. And Indi finally has her happy ending the way it should be. So I'm happy that Indi's now on Raw with Dexter and Candice. So 3/4 of the way is back. Gargano They said he is going to be drafted to Raw, so the Way will be reuniting probably by the summertime, and I think that's great. Hopefully they get used correctly, but we'll see what happens with that on the main roster. That's pretty good, so thumbs up to Indi and Dexter and Candice and Johnny Gargano, and that's pretty much it. So we get that. So, and then the camera focuses on the NXT title, and then Tiffany Stratton comes, Handy shows up, and then she grabs the belt. It's like, ooh.
Daddy, look! I got this belt for free!
Oh, that's nice, Sunshine. You're very good, Sunshine. You didn't have to use my credit card.
Thank you, Daddy, look, me!
So she takes the belt, and then Cora Jade appears out of nowhere, and then they're grabbing over the belt, and then they start fighting, and then Roxy comes out, Lyra Valkyria, Ivy Nile, all the women come out, and they have a big humongous brawl in the middle of the ring, and that's how NXT ends. So that's probably, I think it's like 12 people in this tournament. I don't know, might be more than 12, I don't know. But we got like 3 weeks till well, not the tournament. We got 3 weeks of the tournament to get to the finals. So I'm thinking it's definitely going to start next week on the program. So from May the 9th till May the 23rd is going to be the tournament, and then the finals will be at NXT Battleground. I'm going to tell you right now, it's probably going to be Tiffany Stratton and either Roxy or Lyra Valkyria in the finals. I'm telling you that right now. And I think Tiffany will finally win the title. She should have won last week. But it is what it is. I guess they wanted to have Indi go out on a good note. But it is what it is. So that's it for NXT. I thought it was pretty good. I gave it 6.5 out of 10 stars for that. So let me know your thoughts and opinions down below in the comment section. Smash that like button to death as always. Subscribe to the channel. We're 11 subscribers away from 450 subscribers. So hopefully we can get to that plateau. And then we go on to 500 subscribers. Hopefully by the end of the year or into next year. We'll see what happens with that. And that's it. Subscribe to my other channels as well. And show me your love and support and all the videos. Check out my Raw review on the Killer Demons channel, link down below. And check out my previous video about AEW and their ticket sales for All In. That video is also in the description box, so check it out one time on cue. And that's all I gotta say about that. So that's it for now. Thank you all for watching. Hope you had a great evening. And I hope you have a great day tomorrow. And I will be back tomorrow with your AEW review right here on the channel. A lot of content I put out over the last couple weeks. So hopefully you all saw that and catching up with my videos. Trying not to be on every single day. Like I wasn't on last night because I fell asleep last night. I was a mess last night. I was really a mess because I'm on new medication now. And it's really making me sleepy, so I had to cut down on it. So I was able to do this video, thankfully, because I'm still, really tired and shit. But had enough oomph, not that oomph, but, well, I did have oomph earlier, but, with Rose, of course. But I digress on that. And that's pretty much all I gotta say that. So I had enough energy to do the video, and that's pretty much it. So you didn't want to see me dozing off on air or anything like that. But I had enough power and energy to get the video out. And that's it. Alright, so I'm out of here. Thanks for watching. Peter Joseph signing off. Peace out. Rock on and rock hard with your cookout. Once again, 6.5 out of 10 stars for NXT. It was a pretty decent show. And we'll see what happens tomorrow night on the greatest day in the world. That's Wednesday night. And you know what that means. It's time for AEW Dynamite next week. Tomorrow night from Baltimore, Maryland. And we'll see what happens with that. So, thanks for watching, everybody. I'm out of here. Rock on and rock hard with your cock out, like I said. And if you're not down with that, that's just too goddamn bad. Because you can kiss my ass, suck my dick, drink my cum, and choke on it. Choke on my cum, and that's all I gotta say about that. If you're not down with that, ladies and gentlemen, me and a whole lot of people that don't like you, and you know it, we all got 3 words for you, and that's fuck you, man. And that's it. Good night, everybody, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Until then, peace.